Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you are, and welcome back to another video on the Annoyed Dad channel. In today's video, as you've probably worked out by the title, I'm going to be discussing ways in which this farm will actually be making me some money. Hopefully making me some money. You never know your luck, I might get some money made. Well, it needs to pay for itself, so there's no ifs or buts about it. But I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need you guys to be able to turn around to me and tell me either, yes, that's a good idea, no, that's a bad idea, or what the hell are you going on about? Or, why aren't you trying this? So, give me some ideas down below, and they will be gratefully appreciated. Obviously, if you turn around to me and say, get cows, I'm just going to say no, because haven't got the space for it. Right, so let's start off. Obvious one is going to be turkeys. We're aiming to increase the number of turkeys to about 20, so we can sell about 20 each year. We've got the space for them, so we may as well use that space and put it to good measure. Let me just lock these guys back up again. Also, let me know what you think about the quality of this video. I've been getting a few complaints, and I've watched a few videos back after I've uploaded them to YouTube, where I've done them on the GoPro, and they've been a bit iffy, shall we say. That's probably the best word. So I'm using a different camera, and we're trying a different thing out. So down in here, we've got the bantams. There is actually 3 in there. Come on, camera, focus on the chickens, not the wire. Nobody wants to see the wire. Other than Mr. Fox, let Mr. Fox see the wire. But everybody else wants to see the... No, it's not going to do it, is it? Let's go in. So yeah, we got the bantams, and they seem to be a very popular choice with households and backyard people. So they're all run and hidden now that we're talking. So we got a few more going on in the incubator at home. Unfortunately, this year has been really rubbish for trying to start something up. Because of the lack of auctions, you just haven't been able to start up anything. Because you've had to order in everything over the internet, and getting eggs off eBay. Wow, everybody knows what it's like getting eggs off eBay. And in here we got the quail. My youngest son said he wanted to try having quail again, and I said, yeah, sure, we can add them in. So we're going to use the quail, fingers crossed, all being well. Let me just lock these guys back up. There we go. The quail are going to be used for eggs, and they're going to be used for meat as well. And the bantams, they'll be used as live birds and hatching eggs, basically, because they're just... Try and lock this up one-handed. There we go. Because they are just too small to be used for meat birds. You can't use them for meat birds. Now, you did have a sneaky peek. You're getting sneaky peeks of everything at the minute. There's so much going on. It looks a total and utter mess. All right, I'll be honest with you. It does look a mess, but it is all organised, because we've brought over the old yard over to here. We've just had to place everything somewhere and just get on with it. So you had a sneaky peek just a second ago of the light Sussexes. One of the things we were planning to do in quite a big way was to split up into breeds and get stuff down into breeds, purebreds, and work on them from that. So we was going to have cream leg bar, we was going to have leghorns, light Sussex, and I can't remember the other one. There was another one. But because we've had Mr. Foxy come in and attack the main flock of birds, which is where a lot of those were, let's get through, we've had to sort of rethink. So currently, just at the minute, you're seeing here, this is where the main flock normally is. Because we're still going through and we're making things extra secure, I've actually got them locked up at the minute. They're in there, they're hiding from me. When we can't be 100% sure, but the fence is fine, that's perfect. We believe the fox may have been getting in over the top. And also, we'll see in just a second where the geese have been clearing places. They've exposed areas where something might have been getting in. So, yeah, moving on around here to the geese, you'll see, hello Honk. This is Honk. This is one, I don't think you've been introduced to Honk before. Honk is one we actually hatched out ourselves, and he's been at home with us. Or she's been at home with us, haven't quite worked it out yet. But it's still just a young bird. And it likes to come over and say hello. Anything else you want to say? But yeah, really friendly because it's just been handled. That's another one we hatched at home and has been brought up here. There was 5. I might have had them in one video. This one's got a little bit of an angel wing on the other side of it. Once it stops windsurfing, there you go. You can just see the angel wing just kicking up out the other side of it. We did try having it wrapped up in a baby grow and everything, but it didn't really seem to do very much. There's Mr. A, he's still with us. So with geese, we plan to increase the number of geese. I think we need to clear 25 head of geese per year to be able to sow, to be able to maintain the geese. I think that's what I worked it out as. And what we've got is, you'll know if you've watched us for a little while, we've got the Toulouse and the dewlap Toulouse, which is what Dave is. Dave and Georgie. So this bird, let me see, just here, that one's Georgie, and this one just waddling away. That one's Dave. That one's Dave, yeah, that one's Dave. He's gone a bit off with me of late. Now he's got in with these other flock. So the 3 at the front are the others that come from home with us. And then we've got 3 of the ones and Dave that we brought in. And then the one at the back there is the last one that we brought in. We've got the Franconians in the middle. They're a breed that they'll be able to do on their own. So what we're going to do is we're going to split them up into the dewlapped Toulouse. So that's Dave, Georgie, and a couple of others. And then we've got the other ones which are pure Toulouse, and we'll split those up. And then we've got the other ones which are just going to be crossbred, and we'll be able to do those as well. So these birds that we breed, they will be sold as birds. They will also be sold as meat. We've got Mr. A down here, and he's a Steinbecker goose. We have been trying like mad to get him a mate after he lost his mate last year. I think it was October time last year he lost his mate, so we are trying, still looking to get him another mate. But come January, we'll be doing videos where we split up all of the geese and we have them into their breeding groups. So that is it for the birds, basically what's going to happen. As I said, this year, if I go round, and I'll show you what the main money earner is going to be, because there is one thing that is going to be the main money earner in this place. Because you can earn from the birds, but you can't earn an awful lot. Like, we've got all of this land here to play with. You know, it isn't like we're short of land, but it's how many birds we would need to bring in to actually make a bit of return. And you have to get intensive, and I don't want to do that. I want to do the birds nicely and get them done. So as I was saying, the birds and that are going to be for eggs, for meat, and also as breeding stock for other people, and just like backyard chickens and things like that, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. That's all quite good. But as I said, it's not going to earn an awful amount. And this year, with the COVID, with the lack of auctions, the lack of really being able to get out, there's not been an awful lot that people have been able to do. So where I would have normally gone to auction and I would have brought a load of eggs in of a certain breed, or I would have brought a load of birds in of a certain breed, or I would have done something else, I haven't been able to do so. Or I might have sold at auction. Auctions just haven't been happening. There's a few starting up now, which is good. See, you can see again, we've got all of this land right the way over to that fence there, and all the way along there, and along there. Never mind the horses. See, if I do that, there we go, that's that scene improved dramatically. So the wife will hate me for doing that. But yeah, so the main earner of the land, what's it going to be? Have you worked it out yet? I think it's a bit obvious really, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be the bees. When we looked at the business plan, we worked it out with the birds, how many birds we would have to breed, how many birds we would have to sow, how many eggs we would have to sow, how much work it would take, how much we would have to put into the packaging, the posting of all of the different bits and pieces. And with the birds alone, on 4 acres, we're aiming to earn £1,000 a month off the land. You just couldn't do it. There was absolutely no way. I just tried it and tried it and tried it. Unless I had a constant source of retail disposal for all the birds, and I was able to butcher them, and I was able to do everything properly, and I had all of the infrastructure in place, ready to go right away. Otherwise, you just wouldn't be able to do it. There's no way that you could do it starting from afresh now here on the land we've got, because we wouldn't get planning to build all of the rooms that you would need for the food hygiene and all that sort of thing. But then I looked at the bees, and I worked it out with the bees, and I decided to do some sums on bad year's harvest. So this year, 2020, has been a bad year harvest for the bees. There are a few beekeepers who are saying, no, it's been brilliant, it's been a great harvest for us. Lots of other people like me are turning around saying, well, it's not actually been that good. So, but the plan for next year is hopefully it's going to be better. And you can see I've got 2 hives and a nook in here at the minute, and a couple of stands. They're empty, there's nothing in them. I've just brought them over from the old place. But the plan is by the end of 2021 to be up to 50 hives. Currently we've got 10, I think it is. I think it's 10. But yeah, by the end of next season to be up to 50, and by the season after to have doubled that to 100, and by the season after that to be up to 150. That then should be earning us a nice amount that we can keep just ploughing back in to get more equipment, more stuff, and keep going. So they are going to be our main thing, mainly because it's not just honey that you get from the bees. You get the honey, obviously. From the honey you can then split that down into different types of honey. You then get the wax, propolis, but you've also got the bees as well, and you can start to breed bees, and you can split bees up, and you can sell them on to other beekeepers, to new beekeepers, to old beekeepers, and various different things. So you see the apple trees and the turkeys in the background. Turkeys that are fed on apples, fresh apples, pears. They do all of the windfall and everything else like that. So yeah, that is my rough business plan. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you everything because I want to keep certain things secret. But yeah, I've been asked by a few people, how do we plan on making money? That is how we plan on making money. If you have any other ideas, thoughts, comments, leave them down below. Let me know. I would love to hear them, because I love talking to other people. Haven't been able to much this year, and just finding out other people's ideas and what other people say and what other people think of what I say and what I'm going to do. So yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. See, I've got a chicken climbing a tree. And until the next video, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.